What is going on, everybody? I've got some important information to share for all of the arena grinders out there, especially the arena grinders that really hated when Kabam switched over from the old system to the new system that we have today. Well, you see, starting on June 10th, Kabam is introducing a new arena system, where it seems like they're trying to combine the best of the both worlds of the old and the new, roll those together into the new. So that means we're keeping the same condensed format where there's still going to be 3 different arenas, the Summoner Trials, a basic and featured arena, but you're going to notice the milestones, they much more closely resemble the milestones of the past. So there's actually fewer milestones in total in the basic and featured arenas. Instead of having kind of an even spread across all 3 arenas, they're taking some of the milestones out of the out of the basic and featured, and they're just putting those milestones in the Summoner Trials. So there's a final point total in the basic arena of 4 million points, which is exactly what it used to be in the old 4-star featured arena. Then the current featured arena, instead of having a 16.5 million point total, that's being reduced down to 12 million points, which once again mimics the 5-star featured arena of the past. And like I said, the milestones themselves, just all of them across the board, they resemble the old arenas. So now there's 135 units once again that you're going to be getting out of these arenas. And this is where some players are going to have a little bit of a problem with this, because for the players that did just like to target one specific arena just to go for the higher ranked rewards, well, technically the system that we have today is better for those players than the system that it's being changed into. So yeah, a slight drawback for those players, unfortunately. But that also might actually reduce the ranked rewards, as more players will just stop at the final milestone and then go into the trials arenas, which these trials arenas, look at the number of units here, man. Again, this might be small to read for you guys, the font and everything, but it's a lot of units is what we're looking at here, man. 10 milestones of 13 units, and then an additional 10 milestones of 14 units, for a grand total of 270 units from this one arena. So it's still 540 units across the board if you are just after as many units as possible. And from an efficiency standpoint, this is much better. Because you're actually, I need to explain one other thing before I explain why it's so much better when it comes to efficiency. So the basic arena, since it's being reduced down to a 4 million final milestone, again matching the arena that we had in the old system, the old 4-star featured arena, that arena we could not use 6-star champions in. We could only use 6-star champions in the arena that had the 12 million point final milestone. So what Kabam has done in the basic arena only is that they made it so that 6-star champions, they give the same amount of points as 5-star champions. You see, the way it works is that your champions, they just have a flat bonus based on the star level. They have a bonus amount of points that you get just for using that champion before the other calculations take place of your PI and your opponent's PI. You just have this flat amount of score that you get. So now that bonus, again, only in the basic arena, is going to match the 5-star and the 6-star. It's going to be identical. So that means you are no longer incentivized to use your 6-star champions in this basic arena. They're still going to give more points in the featured arena, though, and the featured arena is not changing. So you're gonna, all the same scores that you see today, you're gonna see the same thing on the 10th when these changes take place. So now you're gonna be incentivized to use your 6-star champions in this featured arena, keep your 5-stars, use those in the basic arena, and then use your 4-star champions in the Summoner Trials. Now, of course, if you're still grinding for like one of the top prizes in the basic or featured arena, you're still going to want to use all your 6-stars here. Even though they don't give as many points as they used to, you're still going to want to use those champs because they're still going to give a good amount of points. So yeah, the overall scores, it's going to seem like they go down, but the amount of effort to grind for one of the, like a 6-star basic champion, it's going to stay the same. Technically, this does take away a little bit of the advantage as well of the players who just had exceptionally large 6-star rosters. They're still going to have an advantage, but it's just not going to be an insurmountable advantage. So overall, once again, this is much better if you're just after grinding as many milestones as possible. That efficiency is going to be returned, just like it was in the old arena system. It's just certain players would have preferred that the arenas stayed like they are today rather than being reverted to kind of the old system. But honestly, like, if we just forget that this middle period ever happened, this where the current arena systems that we've had it for like a month, if we just forget that this period ever happened, then like, this is overall just a positive change for everybody. It's just, again, this middle period kind of gave a little bit more bonus for players who liked to target the basic or featured exclusively. But yeah, overall, I think it's really good changes. I think this had to happen, otherwise certain players would have just been screwed out of a ton of units that you need to progress, man. This is the way that you progress in this game without spending money, at least. So a couple of other things that are not perfect about this system. Well, one thing that some players might not like is that the Summoner Trials arena, this is still going to be the only arena that you have access to until you hit Uncollected. However, because the bulk of the units are in this arena, you don't really need the other arenas. You know, you can just stay put in this one arena. It's very simplified. And believe it or not, like, some of your the bonus points for 1, 2, and 3-star champions, they've been increased a little bit. You're still going to be greatly incentivized to use your 4-star champions here, but yeah, you have access to so many units that, yeah, by the time you can burn through all of these milestones, you should be an uncollected player at that point, or you should be close enough that if you did want to open up access to the other arenas, you can make that push. So yeah, I don't really see that as a drawback. However, it is a little bit of a drawback for the players who they don't have a lot of 4-stars. Maybe they kind of skipped that point of their progression and they did just rank up 5 and 6 stars. If you want to have that same efficiency, you are going to have to rank up some additional 4-stars. They only have a 2-hour cooldown, so you don't need to have that many ranked up. I don't know the math on it just yet. We're gonna have to see once these changes actually go live, but yeah, you are going to want to have more 4-star champions ranked up than maybe some players do today. And then the other issue that still exists with the arenas that we're still waiting on a change for is you're still going to be going up against 6-star champions in both the basic arena and the featured arena, which, I mean, in the featured arena, that really hasn't changed. You know, that's still normal from the old system. But especially in the basic arena, death matches, there's still going to be you know, a lot of players who don't have ranked up 5 and 6 stars and they still want to grind in these arenas. You're going up against the higher opponents, so death matches, they're still just as bad in this new system, which is far worse than they were in the old system. So Kabam, they're still looking at the death matches and still trying to come up with a solution for that, but that's a little bit more complicated on the technical side for them, so they wanted to adjust these milestones first to make the fastest change to get the arenas feeling better again for a lot of players. And yeah, then they'll work on the death matches at a later date. But yeah, that's kind of the overall arena changes breakdown here. Hopefully that was as clear as it could be. It's a lot of information to dig through here if you want to read it yourself. But again, instead of just having the 3 arenas kind of have an equal amount of milestones in them, they're just taking some of the milestones of the basic and featured arena, shoving those in the Summoner Trials, and then making some adjustments so that it's more efficient for players to hit all of these milestones. That'll do it for this video, though. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you all for watching. Take care.